Hello, living in Boulder Vlog. It's 2:42 p.m. Oops, don't have my thing prepared. On April 10th, Wednesday, 2019. So, I'm still working on Diogenes. I wanted to do one book, like as complete as I could, with having images of whatever coming down the side. With Diogenes, it's images of quotes. Thought of books, it'll be a mixture between images of quotes and maps of what the book is talking about. I have the best design for reading books on the internet because it's the only place on the internet you can have your phone, and now smartphones can do this, read the entire thing to you, and it, uh, but it also doesn't read any of the extraneous stuff like with Wikipedia. They have like the side photos and then the caption under it. It reads that too, which distracts you. So I have all these photos along the side that are images, so it doesn't read it. And so as you read it, you can also read the sound bites of it at the same time. So and then there are image galleries of the various chapters, like the different political forms. So it's a good step up on teaching people books. Um, so the one I'm working on now, and I was working yesterday, was Zeno. I think it was the longest section in the Diogenes book. It's like 260 pages, and Zeno's like 75 pages. So, and it's also the most boring. So I'm just going in here. But it's interesting. I'm here going in here and collecting all the different divisions they make and definitions they make, and turning them into simplified images. So, yeah, it's worth it to me, even if it takes a few days, because I wanted to have one book that was done right, and it's a big book. So, yeah, hopefully I'll be done with it today. Yesterday I got up kind of late, and then I went and got a pizza at Papa John's. There's a Papa John's and a Papa's Murphy near where I live, and I thought that I was getting it from a Papa Murphy's, but I called Papa John's, and I go to Papa Murphy's, and they didn't know, so I had to go to Papa John's. Papa John's, they cook it for you. Papa Murphy's, you cook it for yourself. So anyway, and I shared it with my roommate, and then he bought me 2 beers. So maybe that's why I slept extra last night, because I got up not so long ago. I was there working, and then I got tired, and I was up maybe 5, and then I got up at like 1. So doing my 8 hours of sleep, but it's kind of a little bit halfway nocturnalized. Yeah, probably eating this weed is making me sleep more. As soon as I'm gonna get off weed as soon as this happens. Hopefully, I'll remember though. I won't be like, hey, wouldn't that be cool to be high? I'll have to be like, oh wait, but you're trying to not, because it saves money. I only spend $46 a month, which is a lot of money for me. That help out. But it's not a lot compared to what a lot of people envision of being high. You can pretty much stay high the first half of the month on that much money. Um, but you just need more sleep. And also, I don't work as well. It'd be good to clear up my mind, and then I'd be maybe able to do more surface stuff on my website. But um, uh, yeah, I'm just trying to blast through this. Yesterday, I caught up with myself. I did a timeline for all that. There's like 88 different philosophers in that book, and I did a timeline of them right there on the page. And then I added all the images that I had collected until the Stoics, until for chapters 1 through 6. So it looks good. And there's even space left over on some of them to put images, maps, but a couple of them there were too many quotes. So I want to go in through there and make sure that the good quotes are on there, because I didn't really do it right. I kind of just haphazardly threw them on. When I ran out, I was like, all right, whatever. But I should have been more surgical. So I'm going to do that with Xena, just in case I have more images than space. But I don't think so, because it's 73 pages. But I did collect a lot of images, so that's what I'm up to. I'm not really listening to that much more other extraneous stuff, because I'm focusing on this. Can't really listen to that much more. But So that's what I'm up to. Hopefully, I'll be done with Diogenes tomorrow, in which case I'll be able to bounce back over to. Well, actually, at that point, see, one reason I want to do Diogenes is because then I can just get into the lifelong habit of listening to the book on my computer, and then when I get to it, and just having Photoshop ready for me on that computer, because I have two computers. Whenever I get to an interesting spot, be like, "Ooh," and already I'm primed to just collect that quote and put it in its folder so that I can go in later and pop it onto the book itself. Because the idea is to fill up all my books with quotes and images. Fill up 100% of the space of the page. So, but yeah, but my primary, after I get done with this, my primary job will be to try to finish those Google Earth stuff again. The mountains, which is taking forever, but I think it'll be a neat thing to have. I'm all organize it by height. So yeah, that's what I'm up to today. Talk to you tomorrow.